Ladies and gentlemen, hello. It's been so long. It has been so long. Welcome back to another episode of CT Cinema. I'll be CT.
That better be your favorite
It
part.
just
That's
goes.
hilarious.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today and we are live. As you know, the super chats are wide open. You donate to the show, we are thanking you. Outside of that, I got to thank my man, Jordan Taylor, on camera, just like I did in the comments. Jordan Taylor, 2 episodes ago, dropped the episode. I think it was Don't Be a Menace or something like that.
Yeah.
And at the time the episode dropped, it was like an hour and it was like 600 views. And I was like, oh man, you want to? And then I looked in the comments like I always do, reaching back to you guys. And I see Jordan Taylor, who comments on every episode.
Nice.
Left a super thanks of $500.
Oh,
Whoa,
thank you.
that's
Wow.
amazing.
So
Appreciate you.
You know, YouTube take a
That's-
lot of that. But
Yeah. But still.
it's the sentiment. He don't
Right,
know. You know what I
right,
mean?
exactly.
I'm just grateful he did it.
Amen.
So I just want to say thank you on camera and everybody. The super chats are wide open. Thank you for supporting the show. We are back. Ladies and gentlemen, to my left is my sidekick. This guy's the greatest of all time, except for a kerfuffle he had last week. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Mary Young, how are you?
Fair. Absolutely fair. What's going on, CT? It's so good to see you, man.
Man, it's always a pleasure, dude. You know
Yeah.
why I'm excited today?
Tell us why. I think I know.
2 reasons. One, we have a guest that is legendary.
Aw.
When I tell you singer,
Mhm.
actor, producer,
Mhm.
writer, and legendary Power Ranger. You understand?
Mhm.
She's the first Black woman Power Ranger. I don't know if people will be talking about that.
Oh, look,
These are facts.
they better be.
It needs to be talked about more,
Indeed.
you know what I'm saying? Because we always give love to Walter being the OG Black
Yeah.
Right.
Ranger, but it's like, hey,
As
this
you
is the
should.
OG
Yes.
Black woman yellow. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Karen Ashley, make some noise.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you for being
You're the
here.
best, man.
You are. Let me tell you,
Aw.
the other reason I'm excited is
Yes.
because this is the first time we have ever reviewed
Mhm.
a new movie.
Really? It's all-
Relatively
Yeah.
new, yes.
But you should have told me. If you would
No.
have said like classics,
No,
I would have picked. I had a lot of classics.
this is why I said yes to this movie, because
Okay.
she gives me her list.
Yeah.
And on that list was Sinners, which we're doing today.
Yes.
And I looked at this and I was like, why not? Because I've seen this movie 4 times.
Yeah.
It's an amazing
We've all,
It's
film.
an
like-
amazing
yeah.
movie. And I'm like, why not? Like everything just told me yes, that I just wanted to do it.
Good.
So Lawrence, tell us what Sinners is about.
There it is. So Sinners, of course, Sinners is the story of the Smokestack twins, Smoke and Stack. And they've come back to Mississippi from Chicago to open up a juke joint in their hometown. And when I tell you, there's you were talking about kerfuffles.
Kerfuffle.
There is a
Ooh.
kerfuffle that happens that makes their entire one day go in a completely different
It was
one
one day.
one day
day.
go in a completely different direction than
One
they thought it was
day.
starting.
So do this. Turn your chair a little to
Oh.
your left, like cater, bam. Now you go back there for a second, Mark. Yep, a little bit better. All right, bet. So as we're talking about this,
There it is.
gotta get the good side. So tell me one, why is this one of your favorite movies?
Because I don't even like horror films.
I don't either.
I loved this
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
I love this movie. I took my mom to see it.
Wow.
And she walked out going, I didn't know Michael B. Jordan had a brother. And I was like, Mom, it was him and he
Yeah.
played 3 parts.
Yeah.
People
Right.
say 2 parts.
No,
but I
it
say
is 3, 100%
And
3.
she like it just everything.
Yeah.
Everything about it mattered.
Because
this-
you're
yeah.
counting Smoke Stack and then Vampire Stack.
Yes.
I didn't even
Yeah.
think
100%.
about that.
Because that
Yeah.
was completely
Yeah,
different.
100%.
Vampire Stack was-
100%.
yes.
You know what's wild? Here's the wild thing. And I
Mhm.
said this as I was first of all, Oscar-winning film.
Yes.
Oscar-winning film. Shout out to Coogler. Shout out to Michael B.
Oh,
Jordan, the other team members that
everybody.
got their Oscar.
Everybody.
Mhm.
Do you understand? I said Michael B. Jordan had to do 2 jobs just to get 1 Oscar. That's the
I know,
crazy
right?
part.
Well, you
Exactly.
know how they always say black
Yeah.
people got to do
Twice as
Twice.
hard
Twice
Right.
as hard.
just to be half as good.
Yes.
Man, but 3 roles,
Yes.
and that Oscar is well deserved. He
100%.
really, when I saw that he they said he put he got shorter shoes when he was playing Smoke, so he could stay uncomfortable, and got bigger shoes for Stat, like something small like that.
Everything, everything meant something, and it seemed like the entire cast, like they showed up, the team, the cinematography, everybody showed up,
100%.
and it was like the work. I mean, it's like one of those things where, I mean, we're all actors, performers, and you want to be part of something that matters.
Yes.
This movie mattered for so many reasons.
It did.
Like, I mean, other than that, it was a wonderful story. It was great. It was like, I mean, just, we went in thinking we were going to watch, you know, a vampire film. And we got all this cultural, like, I mean, we all went to school that day.
We really did.
You know, and then we were all entertained. Right. But, I mean, it was just, everything was on point in so many directions.
Look at how, this is the lesson that I got that I had no idea of, was when we watch period pieces with black people, it's always just black people. You never, well, black and white, obviously. But when you see this, you see Asians who are running a store. And then I got the lesson of Asian people during that time had stores directly in the middle of the street, which was black side is over here, white side is over here. So they serve both of them different entrances, right? And then to see the Native Americans in this, which could have been its own movie in
100. I want to see it so bad. Like, who are these Native American vampire hunters?
And how did they get him away? And what ended up happening with the Native Americans? I had so many questions. I can't wait for it to happen. I'm always looking forward to where the Mexicans at. That's my first thing.
Right.
I always
they were probably somewhere, and we just didn't. Just wasn't enough time.
And that's we crammed so much into this movie. So you know, they buy the shack from this Klan member, and he's like, "Hey, you know, all right, y'all do your thing. I ain't gonna be over here no more." And we believed it.
Right.
We believed it. I don't know who.
It was like, I mean, the blood soaking floor. We were like,
this is not a good place.
Yeah.
But they were going to make it their own. We got a super chat. Let's throw it up on the screen. From Planet Jambit, $9.99. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Planet Jambit.
Just passing through, showing love always in the comments on the IG page. Can't express how Coachy love what you and Mayor Young are doing. He's out of control. Thank you so much for the love and the continued support, fam. It means a lot. So we got the twins. Another movie that they could have made was their prequel of them being in Chicago. I'm like, oh, I want to see what that story was.
Like, I mean, I was watching all the podcasts. Like, anything Ryan Coogler was on. Like, I wanted to know. And they were giving it all up, where they were, you know, they had left, you know, their hometown. They went to New York, you know, and they had like went to the, you know, they killed their father. They left and hid out. They left and went to New York, joined the service.
They went to war.
They went to war for a few years. Yes.
Touche, that was war.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then they came back. Then that's when they got with Mary and Annie, and all these things happened. And then when Smoke lost his daughter is when they left and went to Chicago. And then we're supposedly working for Al Capone. And like, that's where they got the money. They stole them. Like, it was this whole thing of how did they get all this money? And how did they get all this liquor? And like, it was, they had kind of basically ran a scam on the mob.
On the Italians and the Irish or whatever.
Enemy of the state style.
Remember, and made them turn against each other. And then but that even played into like real life history, where they turned against each other, and here they were back home with this money and with this money. And this is why they were like, now we can do it. But it was like, it was almost like cursed money.
It was. You know? It was cursed
Annie
money.
Even said it. Annie even said it. She says it when her and Smoke are in that, you know, in her little house or whatever. She even talks about it being cursed, and about how, you know, she gave him that medallion to protect him, even though he's living a life that wasn't right. I mean, it was just all these things that I was like, man, this movie is so good. Like, how can we write on that level, right?
Yeah,
like, how can we write on the Ryan Coogler level?
That Ryan Coogler, man, he's so brilliant. Ryan Coogler is the type of guy that when in high school, he would talk a certain way. He'd be like, "Oh man,"
because he's such a brother.
He's
like
a real one.
And he's like a real, like,
LA
you know,
dude.
like Oakland
because
dude.
he's from the Bay.
And it's like he's total, but he's
California dude.
That California Oakland dude. Like, you just don't expect. I don't know. I mean, and he's such a deep thinker. Like.
He's such a deep
Yeah.
thinker. He's so brilliant. I always felt like if you got a chance to be in with him early on,
Right.
you're locked. Because how many times has some director come up and be like, hey, Karen Ashley, listen, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this thing, and I would love to have you. I would love
You
to
know
have
what?
you.
I'm going to answer all those emails. Well, because you never, in this
never know.
city, you
Yeah.
never know. And
That's
so I'm
too
always
funny.
like, well, let me know when it gets off, to a certain point, then
Yeah.
we can talk. But, but yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, they always say those quiet ones, and he's obviously a quiet dude.
Yeah.
It's like, you never know what to expect from a quiet person, because they're always thinking and watching.
You're right. But my thought is, because a lot of these guys will email you or DM you.
Yeah.
I'll say this to you guys. If you're ever looking for somebody to do your projects, big name, little name, somebody that you're a fan of, whatever, have the money in play. That will save you so much time. Anytime you're reaching out to anybody, hey, Karen Ashley, I got this movie idea and I have this role and I would love you to play this role.
Yeah.
Hey, would love to. Is the money involved? You got it secured? Yeah, I got the money. Well, let's set up a meeting. You know what I mean? Don't come to me when you ain't got that money, because now it's like, this project sounds great, but you ain't got nobody behind it, and it's not going to move off the ground.
Right. And then I think people also, like, it's like, we all, work for free. We've all done projects for the homies.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also one of those things where you reach a certain level and you're like, I'm a professional actor.
Right.
We got to pay bills. We got to do, and if I got to give a month or 2 months or whatever it is.
Your time is worth something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Speaking of paying these bills, ladies and gentlemen, super chats are wide open. Don't stop doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Do not stop.
So watching this movie was, every time I watch it, it's almost like the first time.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%.
It felt
You
so
see something
good
different. Yeah.
every single time.
Mhm.
So Delroy Lindo, shout out to Delroy Lindo.
Oh,
Delroy Lindo.
the hero of the heroes, man.
Ever since Gone in 60 Seconds, I've been a
I
fan.
know, right?
Yes.
Right.
And you go back.
I forgot
to
he was
Plan
in
and-
that.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Malcolm X.
So,
Like, he's been in
He's been in
everything.
everything.
No, he's so good.
Yeah, he's such a brilliant actor, and that goes to show Ryan Coogler reaching back and grabbing him, because he could have got anybody in any of these roles. He could have had. This is what I thought. I thought when I saw the movie the first time, I was like, I bet you Jonathan Majors was supposed to play one of these twins, and then
that's what everyone says. Like, that's
hoped.
kind of the theory. Or they were like, Chadwick was supposed to be. It was like Chadwick and Michael B. Jordan were supposed to be the brothers. And I was like, that's interesting. I mean, you never know. I mean, unless he says it and like he goes, yeah, I wrote it for them. But I don't know.
But now I can't see anybody beyond Michael B. doing it. Michael
that was
B.
his
got
moment.
An Oscar, bro.
Yeah.
Well, and did you hear, like, Wumi? She said, like, he could walk on stage and she knew which one he was.
Right.
By the way that, because like, that's how deep he was in that character, those characters. Like,
you can definitely tell the difference.
And I'm just like,
yeah.
I mean, I've been acting since I was 12. Do I even know how to do that? Like, I'm like, we all need to raise our game.
Right.
He showed it. It's like, but that's that partnership that they created back from Fruitvale.
Right.
You know what I mean? That trust. And this is how I always look at it. When you do anything with somebody, if y'all got rings together, which I look at successful box office or TV shows as rings. You get multiple seasons, you got a ring. If you've gotten rings with somebody, why are you going to jump to a different team? Like, when I heard Thriller, I said, bro, you better do every album with what you got.
Quincy better, like, but
You know
you think about, he did Off the Wall, he did Thriller, and that, I don't know that he did bad.
He did bad with him, and then that was the last time they
but
worked
then
together.
After that, we did, I mean, we've liked certain songs, but we haven't loved albums, like, stop front to back, you know?
And that's the thing. Once you get that chemistry, that partnership, if I got rings with you, I'm sticking with you through good and bad.
And that's a beautiful relationship to watch them two grow together. And I was like, literally on my way here, I was watching a lot of podcasts just on like what people thought of Sinners or whatever. And they had Ryan on there and they were saying, you think Sinners is your best movie? And he goes, well, I thought Fruitvale Station was my best movie.
Wow.
That was what I made at that age. That was my best movie. He goes, then I did Creed, and I thought Creed was all I could do at that age. Like, that was that was my best movie for that one. Then he goes, then I did Wakanda Forever, and that, I mean, I did Black Panther, and that was the best one. And then he talked about losing Chad and like having to go and redo the script completely.
Yeah.
And he goes, and then Wakanda Forever was the best movie I could do because that's where I was in my grief. And then he goes, and now this one, this is, he goes, so it's not for me to say. He goes, I have it for 2 years and then I give it away to you. And I was like, that is just so beautiful. Like the growth that you Like you literally are leaving it all on the stage.
You know
You're
something
leaving it
else,
all out
when you
there.
look at and you just go through that filmography, Wakanda Forever felt like it was a funeral.
Yeah.
It felt like it was our opportunity to send him off.
Process our grief.
Like
yeah.
that movie did
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
and it was
I needed
wild.
it.
I needed it.
Oh,
because I
absolutely.
love Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
I had met Chadwick Boseman in 2016. This is right
never
after he
got to
got
meet
the
him.
word that he was
Yeah.
going to be playing Black Panther, but it was going to be
Wow.
in the Captain America movie,
Right.
right? So he just got announced. And
One of my other favorite movies.
incredible.
Mhm.
So we're at the Comedy Store, and nobody knew. I knew him from Persons Unknown, which was a show they had done in the early 2000s on NBC during the summer season.
Yeah.
And I see him, and I'm like, oh, Persons Unknown. And he was like, oh man, you remember that? I was like, dude, you were amazing.
Oh.
And I was like, can I please get a picture with you? And he was like, yeah, absolutely. So we're taking a picture, and a Black woman go by. Who is this? I guess I need to take a picture if I don't know who he is. And I was like, ma'am, you don't even.
Right, go.
Come on now.
Please. But, like you done made me mad.
You done made me
and I
mad.
ain't even there.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not even there.
We take the picture, and then a couple days later, Big Sean was performing at the House of Blues in
Mhm.
LA.
Mm-hmm.
And this was his it was around the time of the Grammys. So this was like their crowning him, like, yo, you one of us moment. And Chadwick was there. So me, Tangerine, and then Chadwick and I believe his lady were there. And I was like, I see you again. And only a couple of days later. So to have run into him the couple times that I did, he was always so kind.
Mm-hmm.
And then you add on how amazing of an actor he was.
Right.
And then it hurt. You felt like you lost somebody in your family.
I cried like that was like my brother or something.
Yeah.
You know, it was so awful because we didn't know.
Right.
And it was
Right.
like we had just caught a glimpse. Like remember he did a video and he
Yeah.
was really like
Really
lost out of
skinny.
weight.
Yeah.
We were just like
Right.
and I immediately was like, oh, this guy, it has to be for a role.
Yeah.
Like, and but we had no, like, it just sucker punched the whole community.
We all
Right.
end up making the jokes. Oh, he got skinny. We're in the Black Panther. And then then the news hit, and you're like, not only do you feel horrible, but you're like, how brave of this man,
Right.
to have been fighting this
Mhm.
and still
The
been
whole
entertaining
time.
us the entire
Right.
time.
Right.
The entire time.
The entire time.
One of my favorite scenes. Oh, we got some super chats. Throw it on the screen, please. Thank you to Wilbert Robinson 205 says, OMG, Karen Ashley, where's my copy of the order?
Oh,
Oh.
well, when we make it, I'll send it to you. I
There it
promise.
There it is.
Go to the next one.
Period.
Playing a jam bit. Are live watch parties still a thing on the Patreon periodically? Absolutely. So if you guys are able to join the Patreon financially, come to patreon.com/CT is dope, where we try our best to watch a movie with you guys once a month and have a good time and hang out. If you guys show up, I will be there. We could do one in June if you guys are down. There are many different tiers available. We always have a good time. It's a community away from the community that you have now with people that are like-minded like you. So with that said, one of my favorite scenes, this is like the bar of the movie. So Mary. So Mary has this bar of the movie where she's talking to Stack.
Mhm.
And he's like, hey, get out of here. What you doing? And then she was like, he's like, you belong to somebody. And she's like, so you can steal and you can rob trains and planes, but you can't steal this pussy.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo.
Mary was a G.
That was so barred out because her job was so great in the movie.
Yeah.
And I've heard older Black men say this. I'm not gonna say none of the names of my friends.
Ah!
But she did such a great job. They
did a good
thought
job.
she was really mixed. I said, that's a white woman, bro. He's like, no, man, she light skinned. I'm like, brother, that is a white girl. And they're like, no. In the movie, she said, I'm like, that's acting, my boy. She is white. But she did such an amazing job. It was like to carry her story, and we hadn't seen it on camera.
Mhm.
This is her growing up with them, her mom looking out for them,
Mhm.
them leaving, her growing up. Now
Yeah.
she got married. He told her, yo, you passing,
Right.
you got to live a better life.
Right.
And her to still hold that fire in her heart for him.
Mhm.
And then to be the one to turn him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, and she was, you can already tell, like, just from the whole, like just the choices she made.
Yep.
She, she was one of those who just would roll the dice. Like, there was no reason for her to go out there. Like, but that's probably why they were attracted to each other, because he liked a woman who was like, you noticed when they came back at the end, they were perfect.
yeah.
Couple.
Yeah.
Like, it just seemed to work because
Yeah.
they were willing to take a chance. And we know Stack was the one who was always willing to take a chance.
Mhm.
He wasn't going to play it safe.
Right.
He was the one who always got in trouble.
Right.
He was the one that they said the daddy would beat on.
Yeah.
So he obviously might have been the one who was like probably acted up or whatever.
Yeah.
and caught the worst of the abuse that they got from their father. And it was just all these things. And he was also the one who, when he, he grew up with her, but then when he came back and she was grown, he was the one who looked at her like, hey, and it was like, you shouldn't be looking at your little sister or whoever it is, but he did. And she liked it. And that was it, It's
so wild looking at just all the things that happen. Sammy, first of all, is this church boy.
Yeah.
He's the preacher's son.
Yep.
He's playing the music.
Preacher boy.
And he just wants to go and be out of this church life because he wants to see the world. He wants to see how it is to be grown. And his cousins come in town. He's like, I'm rolling with them. And it's like, his father's like, hey, man, just stay in the church.
Yeah.
And he's man, forget all that. I'm about to go hang out. And had he listened, none of this would have happened. He wouldn't have had a scar.
Right.
He also wouldn't have had that experience.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sammy, let me tell you something.
What?
Sammy, he did something that I was like, ew, right?
I already know what you're going to say. I already know what you're going to say. We all said ew.
He got that girl fresh from like 3-4 dances. You know what I mean?
And she walked like probably a mile.
She
people walk like 30 miles just to get somewhere.
She walked. It's the blazing sun.
Yes.
Let me tell you
in
something,
Mississippi.
man.
You've been to Mississippi?
Yes.
That humidity is
humidity
like,
is
the world.
Yeah.
Real southern
I
humidity.
am a sweet grits guy.
You are
understand?
hilarious.
He like his savory. That let me know. I was like, brother, let her put some water on it, man. What's going on? She did offer. She offered to clean it. He was like, nah, I'm gonna take it like this. So Sammy, his voice was like a superpower because it transcended what everyone expected.
It was a gift from God.
It brought the vampires over there because he was like, man, if I could get that voice, I could take over the world. Because what I'm singing now is all of this Irish stuff and all of that. But with that, I get some soul and I can reach everybody. The plan was brilliant. Here's my question.
Yes.
If this was sinners, would y'all let them bite you? Or would y'all be like, no, I'm not becoming no vampire?
I couldn't become a vampire.
Okay, no vampire?
Yeah. I would have been more on the like Annie side of things, where if I would have gotten bit, I would have been like, just take me out, because I ain't trying to live like this.
Yeah, I think I would be in that same tip. Like, I will say though, it's like there's a part of me that maybe could mess with the vampire thing if I don't have to hurt people.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what I will say is like, no, but if I'm like looking at those things, I'm not letting them bite me. I will fight.
Oh, okay.
I think those, but I'm just saying like the because I know there are people that are like, oh, I don't know about like eternal life, and I'm like, I might be able to mess with it for a while, because I want to see some stuff.
Can I tell you something?
Don't.
I'm getting bit.
Really?
I'm getting bit. I'm living, and not only am I living, I'm biting everybody in my family. All my family and friends getting bit. We vampires tonight, baby. You hear me? I ain't about to be here by myself.
He's the villain of the movie.
I am.
He's the villain.
Everybody coming with me, because the eternal life thing is sad once all your loved ones are gone. But if everybody with you, we rocking out forever, and we get a chance to just kick it. Also, you got to remember, I'm a homebody. I'll be in the crib. I come out at night anyway. I ain't coming out during the sun.
Anyway,
I know, right? He's like, nothing changed for me.
Nothing.
Makes sense.
It was such a.
You bring up valid points.
You know what I mean? That's why I'm getting bit, man. But also the way Stack got bit, that's a good way to get bit. You went to love of your life, and she bites you like
If you gotta go.
If you gotta go.
Yeah.
But see, that's the whole thing. I'm like, man, why isn't it the little nice vampire bites with the 2 holes?
No, she murdered him.
Rip out my whole neck.
She murdered
Ripped it out.
I mean, everybody forgets when Remick went and got those 2 in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, there was the couple and there was also a baby. What happened to that baby?
Oh.
They ate that baby. Yeah.
You think they ate the baby?
Absolutely. The baby's not there. So, yeah.
Vampire
the baby was dinner.
Okay, so
yes, like you forget these are savage, like they're the undead. Like they're acting more like demons than they are
I
like
guess
vampires.
so. Right? You can't be a vampire baby because you don't age anymore either, right? So
well, I feel like they would let the baby get a little older to be like, let me go watch it.
Or you just drink it.
Wow.
Oh.
So here's
that's what she's saying. That's
well, they ate the baby. I mean,
stop saying they ate the baby.
The baby's nowhere to be found.
Right.
So speaking of babies, let's turn to Grace.
Yes.
Grace and the Asian dude, they have a baby together.
Yeah.
After everybody gets turned so far. First, let me just say,
everybody was mad at Grace.
We have here A couple of things I got to prep you on. The first thing is we don't have the Oscars, we don't have the Grammys, we have the Zellies.
Right.
Denzel Washington's one of the greatest actors of all time. So which character of this movie would you give the Zelly to? Your favorite character to give the Zelly to?
My favorite character in the whole movie?
In the whole movie.
Well, Annie and Smoke were my favorite two.
Okay.
And Remick, the bad guy.
Okay.
I really loved his performance.
He was great. He was
I
great.
mean, and we'll go back to why I love Remick so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, those three were my favorite.
Okay. Who you giving the Zelly to?
I mean, I gotta give the Zelly to Michael B. Jordan, I think, just because, like Smoke and Stack. I mean,
yeah.
And Vampire Stack.
Yeah, dude, right. It's such an amazing performance to watch. And just even the small things, like when they interact with each other, I just love watching that, man. Like them passing that cigarette back and forth. And I'm just like, dude, it's so good.
I will say the person that gets the Zelly is Sammy.
Really?
Sammy gets the Zelly because he had a complete story.
Oh, yeah.
He's the only one that got to live to tell the story and have a full life. He kept his superpower. They beat the vampires. He lived to be an old man, and he reunited with his cousin at the end. You know what I mean?
Sammy it was a wonderful.
And the adulteress, which is the wife of that man who danced 80 songs, she died too. So it's like he got a chance to live a clean slate.
She did.
She did. I'm gonna give it to Sammy. Now to Wesley. Wesley Snipes is also one of the greatest of all time.
Oh yeah.
You're supporting character in this movie. Who would you give it to?
Okay. See, I totally that would for me would be Remick, would be my supporting character. Which I felt like during this whole time that we've been I don't know. Because I also loved okay, I'm just gonna say Remick because I felt like he didn't get the love as a villain.
Yeah,
he didn't get that love through all this. I mean, obviously there were amazing actors all around, but I felt like he deserved some spotlight.
You know why he didn't get it is because he was a lovable villain, and when you see lovable villains where you can agree with them and support their want. Nothing of what he gave. He wasn't a racist.
Right.
He wasn't mean. He wasn't evil spirited. He genuinely wanted to help everybody.
He was just a demon that was there to kill you.
That's it.
He was 100% anti-racist, but his methodology was just
if it wasn't for him,
he just ate the baby.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for him, Smoke would not have known that the Klan member was coming back
100%
the next morning 100%. To get them. Because it's like, yo, I've heard their thoughts. These two that I just took over, we can stop all of them.
Right.
He just wanted teamwork. We got another super chat thrown on the screen, please. From Sweet Studio, $30. Thank you so much, Sweets. Wanted to show my support while I'm here. Hope everyone has been enjoying their day. Team CT all day. Thank you, Sweets.
Yeah.
Sweets came in town this weekend, Memorial Day weekend.
What?
Sweets and a lot of members of Team Tangerine, a couple of members of Team CT came in to do the team takeover this year. We've been so busy, we hadn't had an opportunity to promote it like we usually do, and they came and they got a VIP experience. We got a chance to hang out Thursday. I performed at the store. We watched comedy. Friday, we did a game night. Tangerine toured them all over the city, like Hollywood and the beach. And then Saturday, we won a chance to see Matthew Law from Nemesis. He did this experience downtown, and we went down there, checked that out, and then we went and had food after. And and I think they went to a comedy show last night. And Sweets is here tonight to go watch another Brothers comedy show. So it's an honor to have had you guys. Thank you.
So also, cool.
If you're a member of, if you're able to become a member of the Patreon, we have a whole after show. We're talking to Karen Ashley about some extremely deep Power Ranger questions. That's Patreon.com.
You ain't coming here. We ain't talking Power Rangers.
We got to talk about. So with that said, another one of my things was looking at. I want to say, okay, this is the villain of the movie for me.
Okay.
We all know Grace is the villain of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. For sure.
If it wasn't for Grace, they could have made it through the night. That's all you need to do is make it through the night.
Yeah.
And she was just so...
They should have let her go out there with her husband.
Let her go with her husband. Yeah. She was so hell-bent on, oh, my husband's out there. We're like, listen, he is not your husband anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
He is dead.
Right.
If you go out there, you're dead. Well, we got a daughter. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
But she's also in jeopardy if you go out there.
Yeah.
Right.
And she ends up letting them in by inviting all the vampires in, which caused the entire movie to go into disarray.
Right.
That was Smoke's only mistake, if you think about it. Because Smoke knew when he went and talked to her to negotiate the deal for the food.
Yeah.
he knew right there she had no skin in the game. All she was in it, she just wanted the money.
Yeah.
She wanted the work, and she wanted to make that. That's all. That's the only reason she was there. She was not his friend.
Nope.
The guy was his friend.
Yes.
But she was not his friend.
No.
She had no skin in the game. She didn't care who was in there.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was the only mistake he made. He should have let her leave.
I hate Grace.
Yeah.
I hate her.
Yeah.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I'm not here to defend her actions.
Sound like you are.
I'm just saying, like, and I'm saying this as like, I'm not a parent.
Yeah.
But I could imagine what it would be like if you're like, because she's not thinking about her husband. She's thinking about her daughter.
It was a little both, though, bro.
Yeah.
It was more the husband and the daughter once they didn't let her have her way.
Think about this. Why they had their homeboy was out there. What's the guy, the big tall dude?
Oh, you talking about Cornbread?
Cornbread was out there, and they all grew up with Cornbread.
They all grew up
and they were like, they saw their boy get turned.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they were, and Mary was out there.
Yeah.
Smoke had his brother out there.
Yeah.
So
that's
they
what I'm
weren't tempted though.
It's not about the people that are vampires, because
Okay.
she at first, she wanted to go out there to go try to save her husband.
Yeah.
I think she kind of accepted the fact
Okay.
that he's not a vampire, or he's a vampire now. He's
Right.
not her husband
Uh-huh.
anymore.
Right.
But when they started saying, "Oh, we might go to the store and go visit Lisa,"
Then she's amped up.
That's what did it. And I'm just like, so again, I'm not saying she made the right call, especially considering like it would have been different if she did a little juke move or something and try to get to her daughter,
Yes.
and they ran her down. Instead, she was just on fire.
Because she staked her husband and burned with him.
Yeah,
That
which is
was
crazy.
pointless to me.
It is pointless.
And she was the first one to die.
And that's
it
the
was
whole
really
thing.
like no glory in what she was stood for.
You
Like, I
didn't
was like,
you didn't
I'd have
try
took
to
out
get to
5
your
of
daughter.
them
You
at
let your
least.
emotions take over, and
Let
you
your emotions
and
take
you messed it up for
Yes.
everybody.
Now I'll tell you who messed it up for everybody.
Who?
Cornbread.
Yes.
Went to
Oh.
go pee with them knock knees. Shout out to Omar.
Don't do Omar like that, man. Don't do it.
Omar be walking like it hurt. I'm like, hey, does it hurt? What?
Man.
He got over there.
Another good actor that's been on
Dude,
almost every
100%
day.
highly
And
underrated.
finally,
Yeah.
And a nice guy.
yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Guy.
Yeah.
And he's had the face of a little boy
Yes.
forever. He
Yes.
looks young for life.
Yeah.
Man.
Yes.
I recently, this is off topic, but with Omar, he had done it wasn't Godfather Harlem. It was another thing that
I know it's hard to think of it in the moment.
yeah, the show, his name, Last King of Scotland, Forrest Whitaker.
Yes.
Oh.
Forrest Whitaker had done a show where he had died, and his kids were trying to figure out what happened and try to get all of the wealth. And Omar played younger him.
Oh,
Mhm.
The show was
wow.
incredible.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah.
a nice limited series. We got another super chat on the screen. Autumn Reed, 1999.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Autumn.
What happened to the
They
baby?
did not kill a baby. There was no baby. It said in the movie that they had just found out they were infertile before Remick showed up. Grace was a hero because she kept the vampires from leaving this out. That is a lie. They definitely had a kid.
That's a lie. They had a baby. There was
Yes.
a crib and the baby was crying.
Yeah, like what are we saying? These are facts. You can't prove
Yeah.
Karen Ashley wrong. How dare you?
Right.
Yeah,
Now,
man.
prove me wrong if I'm wrong, but I know there was a baby.
There was a baby in there.
Yeah.
We were talking about that baby all episode. So we were talking about that baby.
If there wasn't a baby before, there's a baby now.
You gotta see the deleted scene. There's a baby in
Right.
there.
We're going Ryan, please had a baby.
Man. So-
no, there was a baby.
I love watching the movie so much so. This is how much I love watching the movie, to give you your credit.
Okay.
Usually when there's a movie, when there's a guest, we're like, all right, cool, rewatch the movie, and the guest rewatch the movie, and I tell Lawrence we both rewatch the movie separately.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to rewatch this
Right.
because I
Oh.
know it.
Wow.
I
I've
know
watched
it.
it so many times.
Only thing
yeah.
I had to do was put the villain, my favorite scene,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the hero stuff. But we got another super chat. Throw it up there,
Oh,
please.
nice.
Nice.
Thank you to Henry Resilient, really big fan of Karen Ashley. I too, y'all listen, man.
I
The book is
know.
it's coming. All right.
I know.
Thanks so much for the super chat. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you continue to watch. Also, if you guys want to be part of the Patreon, we're doing an after show. Power Rangers centered, baby. You understand me? Patreon.com/CT is dope.
Yes.
While we wind down, what is coming up for you? How can they find you?
Oh gosh, I'm at 1,000,000 Comic Cons, so I'll
That's
be
great.
in Denver this week. I'll be in Phoenix next week. I'll be it's like I've got probably 20 more shows this year. So
Nice.
yeah, we're having a lot of fun this year.
What does that
And-
feel like? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it feels great. It feels amazing.
No, say what you're about to say.
Well, I was gonna say I did film something, but I can't talk about it yet. But it'll be out in September,
Ah.
and I'll be talking about it very soon.
So, as these conventions are going.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we got to go to the after show. What's coming up for you, man? How can they find you, Lord?
You can find me at Mary Young on social media, just pretty much whatever you want, whatever platform. And if you want to come and talk comics with myself and some of my friends, come check out Fantastic Forum every Wednesday night, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. Fantastic Forum .live.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't thank you guys enough for the love and the support. The Patreon is popping. More people wanting to see movie, and we kick it with the movie with the people. Y'all got to come over there. We have a good time. And tell us on the Patreon even more ideas that you have for us hanging out as a group together.
Yeah.
I love getting with you guys. With that said, the after shows from past episodes of CT Cinema can be viewed on CT Cinema Full EPS. That is on YouTube, CT Cinema EPS. You can catch the old episodes of the after show that will be releasing soon. Outside of that, if you want the new ones, you got to come to patreon.com/CT is dope because they get priority. Another super chat. Fright Assassin, thank you so much. Says the Zelly needs to go to the music. Team CT all day.
Yes,
well,
yes,
we didn't even get the chance to really dip into the music.
The music scene was crazy. It transcended time. At first, I didn't know what was going on, and I was like, "Oh, I get it."
Dude, it's so amazing. And you know what I love about it too is the fact that, like, of course, you have all the different time periods, like you said, different types of music.
Yeah.
But then I just love the visualization of it, like the roof actually catching on fire.
Yes.
And then it pulling out, and they're actually like in the burnt down barn.
Yeah.
And so it's like a barn burner and the roof's on fire. And I'm just like, dude, like Coogler.
Coogler's
a genius.
Coogler deserved that Oscar.
Yeah, Ryan Coogler is the one. I mean, he is the person. He could call me and be like, "Okay, I got a part for you. Fly on the wall number 3," and I'd be like,
"Yo,
yeah, thank you."
Fly on the wall number 3.
And I'm not even I'm not even fly on the wall number 1 or 2. I'm number 3. And I'd be like, "Yes, sir."
Yes.
Reporting for duty.
Should I bring my own wings?
And do I need to sweep the floors at the end of the night? Let me know. Let me know how I can help you win.
Yes.
Right.
Shout out to also Christian Robertson, man. He's a talented actor. He was in a mechanic jumpsuit that they thought was a vampire, and they threw him outside.
Yeah,
he wasn't.
Poor
man,
Jimmy.
I felt so bad.
Poor Jimmy. Jimmy got a raw deal.
Raw deal, bro.
He's like, I just fell asleep.
He got sliced
and knocked
open.
over a bottle. Right.
Yeah. It's crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. You can catch the after show, which we're going right now. Thank you so much for the love and support. Team CT
all day.